Welcome to the Santa Barbara CalSOAP College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Nashira, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CalSOAP. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Menlo College.
Awesome. Thank you, Nashira, for that introduction, and we're really excited to be here. I am going to go ahead and share my screen for the presentation on Menlo College. And so just a quick fact about where Menlo College is located. We are located in the middle of the Bay Area, about 30 minutes away from San Francisco and San Jose. It's up in Northern California, and we're a small private institution with less than 1,000 students overall. So really that small school environment for our students to not only connect with one another, but to connect with our faculty members, our staff, and also our alumni and relationships that we've built across the organizations in our region and beyond. So something we really like to mention is our academic program, since we do specialize in two different fields, those fields being business and psychology. Here we have a list of all the current major offerings for Menlo College. So accounting, finance, within business, all of these specialties or concentrations will become their own major programs in 2022. So they are being revamped and redesigned to really have a comprehensive understanding of these subjects. So things like real estate, entrepreneurship, and our business analytics is the newest and biggest growing major at the moment. We also offer marketing, and as I mentioned, psychology. Psychology is its own cohort, so they have a little bit of a different system rather than our business students. And one of those things that does differ is our internship program. This internship program is mandatory for all of our business students in order to graduate. So we help them through the sourcing process, through preparing for mock interviews and their real interviews, really giving them not only the academic development, but also the professional development to feel confident stepping into the job field that they're going into. That being said, our psychology students are not required to complete an internship. However, they would receive the same resources to obtain one, and it is very common for our students to complete them as well. With that being said, because of the pandemic, we were able to establish a lot more partnerships with companies in the region. Being remote was really helpful, but also did have some challenges as well. And we are happy to announce that a lot of our internships will be coming back to in person. So a lot of opportunity there. With that being said, we have a very small student to faculty ratio, and this really helps us be able to develop strong relationships with our students. That being said, it's really more of like a mentorship that our students receive from their professors. They work oftentimes with the deans of our programs directly through different educational efforts. We also have over 50% of students of color, and over 30% of our students are international. And so a large opportunity for them, both academically and financially. We are able to award scholarships to both students. So it's really great. Our clubs do consist of a lot of ethnic-based clubs, as well as hobby academic clubs. Really, any student is able to create a club of their choice, and it's really easy for them to do so. I'm going to talk a little bit about the transfer process for our transfer students. So I am the actual recruiter for transfer students, and each region has a different admissions counselor. All of our students are able to complete, if they are in community college, more than half of their undergraduate studies at a community college and transfer those credits over to Menlo. We are able to transfer up to 76 lower division units. And then we'd work together to see what classes you have remaining to graduate. We are an ADT IGETC participating institution. So if students are interested in doing that, we will honor those associate's degrees, and there are no units required to transfer. Along with that, each student does get a detailed evaluation detailing for them what their classes would be in order to graduate. As the slide does mention, all of our admitted students will receive a minimum $20,000. That is a renewable scholarship for their entire time of being at Menlo College. And not only that, we are able to award additional grants and scholarships. Our students who are Pell and Cal Grant eligible, we especially encourage them to apply and to fill out their FAFSA, as it's very possible for these students to attend Menlo College for a $0 tuition balance. So there's a lot of opportunity for students if they are wanting to receive a private school education, but are really struggling with finances or are just not sure how that works. We're able to work with our students on a one-on-one basis and really be able to provide them the opportunity to gain scholarships and to look at different ways of being able to afford college. We are also offering a full tuition scholarship for transfer students who are interested in transferring in the spring semester. This is a full tuition scholarship that would be renewable until you finish your degree at Menlo College. The only requirements are to have a 3.5 GPA and to be recommended by an advisor. So I will be forwarding this information over to our coordinators this evening. So if you are interested in applying, your counselor will need to recommend you by November 15th, and the deadline to apply is December 1st. As for the actual admissions process, it's pretty straightforward. The most important things that we need from students is their transfer application. We have an express application that takes 5 minutes to complete, along with transcripts, a personal essay, letter of recommendation. We are able to waive these on an exception basis. So really working with your counselor is the best way to do so. Again, the things highlighted in orange are the most important steps for our application process. And we have a couple of different events coming up in the fall and spring semester for admissions and to learn more about our college in different ways. So that's it. Here's my contact information if somebody would like to take a screenshot or schedule an appointment at a different time and talk a little bit more about Menlo College and what it would look like to attend. So thank you.
Thank you, Menlo College. We will now have the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, my name is Glynis Molinari, and I too would like to share my screen with you. Well, I was sharing it, and now I guess I'm going to have to go and I guess I lost it. And this is my generation too, I feel like. But I have a, let me move everybody. There we go. I have a video that was created by my colleague that I would like to share with all of you.
Hello, my name is Candace Chancellor, and I'd like to take a few moments to tell you about FITM, the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. At FITM, we believe your college experience should be both rigorous and exciting, challenging and transformative, but above all, it should empower you to begin a satisfying, successful career that suits your passions. We are an accredited, coeducational, specialized private college located in California. We offer associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, as well as an MBA. We prepare our students for careers in fashion, creative business, interior design, digital arts, and the entertainment industries. From the moment a student begins classes at FITM, they'll experience education from world-class faculty. FITM instructors prepare students to launch their career by providing a supportive, creative, and professional environment from which to learn practical skills. Work experience goes hand in hand with our project-based curriculum, as students are encouraged to intern and work in the industry in order to grow their network and gain real-world experience. From entertainment to tech to action sports, streetwear, design, and lifestyle, California, the 5th largest economy in the world, has some of the most creative and entrepreneurial thinkers. Our industry partnerships are with some of the world's most recognizable and influential brands. FITM students generate innovative design and business solutions for top brands, giving students the opportunity to collaborate with companies and build their portfolio of network. From the very first day of class, students begin to integrate into a network that includes 70,000 influential alumni. FITM's dedicated Career Center staff offers a variety of services for students and alumni through their entire industry careers, hosting job fairs, on-campus recruiting, and networking events, promoting FITM talent and creating a space for student and alumni to continue to grow their important industry connections. FITM also understands that creative minds are important in the world of business, and business knowledge is crucial to the creative mind. We believe that students should study the design of business and the business of design to become fully professionalized and prepared to enter their chosen field after graduation. With over 20 specialized majors to choose from, we give our students the power and the freedom to design a college experience that suits their passion and their career goals, and we support them every step of the way. With stackable degrees from AAs to an MBA, students can create their own personalized degree path based on who they are and who they'd like to become. This inspirational video will provide a little insight into what it's like to attend FITM and how we prepare our students to be the next generation of creative and globally relevant professionals.
FITM to me means creative opportunity and success.
Like, I can look at a brand or a company, I can decipher their advertisements. That's a gift that FITM gave to me. I use a design ethos for products, for people, to everyday life. It's like, okay, I'm a fashion designer, I'm a designer of life.
FITM gives us the tools to step into the industry and be well-rounded, and we have that passion, but now we have all the tools to take it to the next level. I love how unique I feel, but also in a community and how we can come together and create.
I've made lifelong friends here.
Definitely feel a sense of community and love here and acceptance.
Now that I'm here, I feel like I belong here.
It's just really inspiring and very unique. I don't really feel like there's another place like it.
I'd like to invite you to connect with us, visit one of our campuses either in person or virtually, and see for yourself if FITM is the right fit for you. From open house and campus tours, summer programs, our lecture series, classroom presentations, and FITM Fashion Club program, there are just so many ways to explore an inside look at FITM. You can explore major and customized degree options, as well as financial aid and a variety of scholarship opportunities. You can find all of this information and more on fitm.edu. I hope the information I provided today allows you to see why FITM is one of the top 10 graphic design schools according to College Magazine, one of the top 10 sustainable fashion schools in the world by University Network, and why we have been driving innovation for over 50 years. Join us and let your story begin here. If you'd like more information about FITM, I encourage you to take a photo of the QR code on the screen or follow the link provided for you. An information page will load, and you'll be able to put your name, email, and zip code, which will quickly connect you with FITM resources. And if you're ready to pursue a more thorough investigation of FITM, please add your phone number, and one of our admissions advisors will contact you. Thank you so very much, and I wish you all the best in your journey.
Well, thank you all. That was a recorded video at like 5 minutes and 38 seconds. So I thought, phew, that's going to work. Other than my little snafu with sharing my screen. So I wanted to thank all of you. It was wonderful to be here today, and I will be available if you have any questions. And again, to put them in the question and answer box. Thank you.
Thank you, FITM. We will now talk to Westcliff University.
Thank you, Nashira. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me just present this. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Helena Luong. I am part of the outreach team at Westcliff University. Our main campus is in Irvine, California. We also have additional satellite campuses in Los Angeles, as well as Miami, Florida. We're regionally and globally accredited. Temperature is great, of course. And a few fast facts. We have about 4,200 students enrolled, over 90 different nationalities, small classroom sizes, about 10 to 1 student to faculty ratio, 83% graduation rate, 94% student satisfaction rate, and 80% job placement after graduation. Our academic programs that we offer In our College of Business, we have a bachelor's in business, master's, and a doctorate. We also have some undergrad and grad certificates as well. In our College of Technology and Engineering, we have a bachelor's in IT and a master's in IT, master's computer science and engineering management, and a full stack coding bootcamp related to these programs. In our College of Education, we have a bachelor's of education, master's in TESOL, and a few TESOL certificates, and our Juris Doctor degree in our College of Law. Okay, at our Miami campus at the moment, however, we only are offering our BBA, MBA, and our MA TESOL. Also, for our international students, we do offer CPT internship for all of our programs as well. But for bachelors, you are also able to start right away once you transfer. Okay. I'd also like to note that all of our programs, degrees, and certificates all have online, 100% live online option. You know, there's a lot of people with busy lives and have jobs. So we do offer classes in the evening, usually from 6 to 8 p.m. Allows for flexibility for your schedule, travel, living expenses for international students. And we have a large online library. We have a Westcliff Entrepreneurship Center. We have high quality education with experienced mentors with over 20 years of experience, and they emphasize mostly on interactive and practical skills. Okay. Student services for academic advising and traditional support, career services for one-on-one guidance, professional workshops, learning resources online and on campus, and a few student clubs. Our athletics teams, we have over 16 different sports for men's and women's. We're part of CalPAC. Admissions requirements, the application is on our website, personal statement, diploma transcript, so pretty straightforward. We don't require SAT either, okay? Cost of tuition is very affordable. It's between $12,000 to $17,000 per year. We have 6 intakes, so every 2 months is a new start. Makes it also very easy and flexible for students to apply any time of the year. We offer merit-based scholarships up to $2,000 a year, athletic scholarships up to 25%, and of course, online ESL program, we have a 25% scholarship at the moment. Some pictures of our campus and classrooms. Why do students choose our school? We have payment plans per semester, scholarships for international students, as well as our domestic students. Location is very attractive. We have work opportunities for our international students for CPT and flexibility for our programs. Okay, thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, you can email me at admissions@westcliff.edu. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Helena, from Westcliff University. We will now have Azusa Pacific University.
All righty, thank you, Nishira. I'll go ahead and share my screen as well. And here we go. All right, my name is Thomas. I am a senior admissions representative from Azusa Pacific University. We're going to touch on some things throughout our time together today, but right off the bat, we are the second largest private Christian university in the state of California. We are located about 26 miles away from Los Angeles and 15 minutes away from the Pasadena Rose Bowl, if you are familiar with where that is. But anyways, what we're looking at right here on the slide, these are our alpha leaders. They are our welcome leaders that are the first faces you get to see when you first move into APU. And so we realize that coming to college is a huge investment for you and your family, and so we want to be excited for you in this time, and this is exactly what that looks like, but we'll touch a bit more on that later on. So as we proceed, God first, that is the motto that APU is actually founded with in 1899 when we were first established, and so what I'm very proud to say as somebody who went to school here and now works for this university is that we have remained true to this motto all throughout our over 120-year history, even as things have changed and we've grown and evolved quite a bit during the course of that time. That being said, you do not necessarily have to be a person of faith to come to APU. We do not require anybody to sign a statement of faith to come to APU. And the reason why we do that is because we want to welcome you to our campus regardless of if you're like me and have been coming to church your entire life, or if you're just looking to find out what it is that you do believe and are hoping to come away with some answers. We want to welcome you regardless of which side of that you may be on. And so this is our logo right here. This reflects our 4 cornerstones. So each of those bricks you're seeing here was intentionally placed there to reflect each of our core values, which are those 4 words you're seeing on the screen here: Christ, scholarship, service, and community. A little bit more about our location here. And so this is a very simple map of the Southern California area. A lot going on here, but all you really need to worry about is that star we're seeing right in the middle here. That is where our main Azusa campus is. So again, we're 26 miles away from Los Angeles. We're also 45 minutes distance away from the mountains if you go east, the coast if you go west, and Disneyland, which is in Anaheim, is also 45 minutes, but south as well. So if you like any of those places, maybe all 3, great news is that you will have access to all of them. All right, a couple numbers for us. These always help put things into perspective. We have a total student population of about 9,000 students, 4,000 of which are undergrad, 5,000 are going to be on the graduate side. This does boil down to an average class size of about 19 and a student to faculty ratio of 12:1. So what that essentially means is that we are the biggest small school that you will see. We are not nowhere near the size of a UC or a Cal State campus, but when it comes to private schools, especially private Christian schools, we are on the larger side. And so because of that, you get a little bit of both sides of the equation, kind of the best of both worlds, really, because you'll be able to build those personal relationships with your professors and your classmates, but you'll also get the hustle and bustle and the social energy of having a slightly bigger, but again, not too big campus on the other end of things. We do also have 17 Division II sports teams that do compete here on our campus, the likes of which include sports like basketball, baseball, soccer, and a few others. And of course, there are scholarship opportunities for those as well. At a standstill, this is a list of all of our majors here. We sadly do not have time to go into all of these, but these are them from a look here. One that I would like to mention right now is actually going to be our School of Nursing. We are the #1 school in the state of California to earn a nursing degree. And so we are most well known for that, but some of our other majors here are going to include things like business, psychology, and even some of our arts programs like music, theater, and film, because we are so close to Los Angeles. All right, shifting gears a little bit to our application. We do not use the common application website or the UC website. We actually use our own, which is this right here, apu.edu/apply. We're just looking for a couple basic things here. We're looking for a minimum weighted GPA of 2.5. We are SAT and ACT optional, which means that we do not need either of those tests for you to be admitted here. And the best part of this is that there's no application fee, which means that it is 100% free. In fact, it only takes most students about 30 minutes to finish in one sitting. All we're going to ask for is your basic information and a personal statement, which essentially asks the question of why you want to come to APU. How do you see a place like this helping you advance the goals that you have set for yourself? In as many or as few words as you like. There really isn't a set number of words we're looking for. You send that off, and then within 2 weeks, we will have an admission decision for you. And not only that, this 100% here actually stands for the percentage of students that receive scholarships here. And so in addition to your acceptance call from me, you will also hear about which one of these scholarships on our screen you'll be receiving. It's because every student gets a scholarship ranging from $11,000 to $22,000 each and every single year, and we calculate that based off of your high school GPA. There is also a very special scholarship I'll just briefly mention called our Trustee Scholarship. This is a full tuition scholarship that we do award to 6 students every year. We're looking for you to have a 3.9 GPA or higher and to have been involved in different activities growing up. And if you are looking to apply for this, we'll want to receive your regular application and this application, which is attached to it, actually this year by December 3rd. Historically, it is November 15th, which is why it's on the screen, but this year we did extend it to December 3rd. All right, and on that too, here are those final deadlines. And so like I just mentioned, December 3rd will be the deadline for our trustees application as well as for nursing. We are early action, which is non-binding, so it's that same day. And our regular application deadline will be February 15th with the final day to commit to APU being May 1st. Cool. And that is all I have for us today. So thank you very much for hearing just a little bit about us here at APU. But as we end today, this is my contact information and I would love to stay in touch. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, APU. We will now speak to Fresno Pacific University.
Good evening, everyone. Let me just share my screen here. Get started. All right, well, my name is Sarah Vang. I am an admission counselor for Fresno Pacific University. We are a private Christian university located in Fresno. If you're not aware of where we are, I do have a picture of a map here to show, where we're located in the state of California. We're right in the heart of the state. So perfect if, you're wanting to explore the outdoors. We have 3 national parks nearby with beautiful hiking trails. About 4 hours away from Santa Barbara, so perfect for those of you who are wanting to, go away for college, but still be close enough to visit on your days off or your weekends. You still get the city life here as well as the sunshine. So yeah, great place to be and explore, and not too far from the bigger cities and the beach as well. So we're just a little over 1,000 students on our campus, which means, a tight-knit community, average class size of 20 students. So great way for you to connect with your professors, build these relationships that will help you, whether that be working towards additional school, like graduate programs, or even just connecting with your own classmates and network that way. We have over 100 different areas of studies with different majors and minors to choose from. We are also an HSI, which is a Hispanic serving institution, with about 54% of our students identifying as Latinx students. And many of you probably heard many times that, college can be expensive, but percent of our students do receive some form of financial aid. So we definitely that here. Some of our popular majors among our students currently are psychology, kinesiology, business, communications, and pre-health, which is the route for students who are interested in going to medical school, dental school, pharmacy school, anything in the health field. And so though these are popular among our students, none of these programs are impacted. So you don't have to worry about not getting into the major of your choice or getting into the major classes that you need in order to graduate. But let's break this down a little bit to some of our unique majors that we have. We just launched our nursing program 2 years ago. Our first nursing cohort begins this coming fall 2022. A few things are still being structured at this time, but what we do know is it's a 2-step process, meaning you'll apply, get admitted to FPU. Your first 2 years, you'll take your lower division general education courses, along with your science prerequisites. And then there's that second application for the nursing program after your second year here. Should you be chosen, you will then move forward with additional 2 years of courses and your clinical rotation. So that's for our nursing program. As for liberal arts, this is the perfect pathway for those of you who want to become teachers, whether that be teaching elementary, middle school, or high school. If you want to move forward after your bachelor's in liberal arts here with us and go into our teaching credential, there is a pathway for that as well. And lastly, a third unique major we have is software engineering. This is a perfect field for those of you who want to go into computer developer. You get to take really Python, HTML, JavaScript, and really get into the intricate into the field. And so we do have, internships for all of our programs, which you'll connect with your major advisor about or our career development center about. We also have what we call a 4-year graduation guarantee. A great amount of our students have graduated in 4 years, so it's definitely possible. Some students even 3 to 3.5 years. And so how this works is the moment you get admitted here, we connect you to your major advisor and you go into detail about planning each semester to make sure that you graduate in the 4 years. Now, this isn't to say that if you need to take longer, it's a bad thing, definitely not. But this is to let you know that if the 4 years in your plan, we can definitely help you plan out those 4 years with you. So I do want to leave you all with the steps on how we do have our own application at our website, experiencefpu.com, We are also on Common App, but it is encouraged that you do it through our own website, being that some promo codes will only work for our site on our application. There is also a $40 application fee, but whenever you connect with an admission counselor like myself, visit campus, we do have promo codes to waive those. And we will need, of course, your high school transcript and any college transcripts. If you're a dual enrollment student or you've taken courses at a college or university, we'd like to see those as well. And then for our students who are graduating and beginning college in fall 2022 with us, test scores are optional, so they're not required. If you have the ACT or SAT test scores, you can submit them if you'd like, but we won't be going, we won't make a decision based off of that. We'll look more at your essay, your application, as well as your high school and college transcripts. So we are rolling at Mission University. So we have, we're looking at applications year round, but if you like to have some dates on your planner or calendar, just to kind of, keep tabs, December 1st is our first party application deadline. Next one would be March 1st, and last day to apply would be August 15th. I will also drop down my contact info in the chat box, so feel free to reach out. I am here to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Fresno Pacific University. And we'll round out today with Woodbury University.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Ashley Ramsey, and I'm a recruiter here at Woodbury University, located in the beautiful Burbank, California. We are about 20 miles north of downtown Los Angeles, and we are near many major studios like Warner Brothers, Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Netflix animation, Blizzard games, and more. So lots of going on in the city of Burbank. We are a small institution, small private institution. We have about 1,100 students. So our classes are small. Our average class size is about 15 students, and we like to keep it small so that you are guaranteed to have a very personalized education. It's a very collaborative atmosphere. It's a very hands-on education. So we really value a very practice-based hands-on education. Like I said, our average class size is about 15, and you are learning from professionals in the field. So all of our professors actually have a lot of experience in the fields that they are teaching. So you are learning from experienced professionals. We also have a number of student organizations on campus, everything from cultural organizations to special interest organizations, as well as academic and professional organizations. Some of our majors include animation, game art and design, graphic design, architecture, computer science, professional writing, filmmaking, fashion design, psychology, public safety administration. And we are launching 3 new degrees in the fall of 2023. And those are construction management, sustainable practices, and environmental science. So those are launching next fall. About 89% of our students do receive financial aid, and our average package is around $21,000. We do offer merit-based scholarships as well as grants that we do have a grant matching program that we do award for that. These are our freshman application requirements. Our priority deadline is March 1st. We are also a rolling admission institution, so you can apply. You can technically apply whenever, and we will continue to review your application and process your application, but the priority for scholarships is March 1st. For the fall semester. And then we do require a minimum of 2.75 GPA for the regular admission track. That does not mean you cannot apply with a lower GPA. You would just be placed in what we call a bridge program or a transition track. We do require a digital portfolio for animation, and we highly recommend it for graphic design. We are also SAT, ACT optional. And we do encourage personal statements and letters of recommendation. We do have an application fee of $85, but I'm going to tell you how you can get an application fee waiver. So if you want to take a photo of this last page, there are two links here, one for our campus tours and one for our admission events. If you register for a campus tour, either virtual or in person, or if you attend one of our Woodbury events, you can actually receive an application fee waiver. So that's an $85 value. So it's a really easy way, and that way you don't have to pay for that application fee. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me at ashley.ramsey@woodbury.edu. And I believe that's everything. So thank you so much. And I look forward to answering any questions you have.
Thank you, Woodbury University. I would love if everyone could come on camera and have a quick question and answer. All right. So we're going to get started with Menlo College. Ashley, do you mind stopping your share? Thank you. So Menlo College, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, my advice is to definitely reach out to the counselor either for your region, for a college that, even if you're not sure if you want to apply, just to seek information. I think especially for private schools, it's really easy for students to feel like that's a big obstacle to overcome. And so even just getting connected with a staff member in admissions, or somebody kind of on the outreach team to learn a little bit more about the college is a great way to, I think, ease into the college application process, and you feel a lot more comfortable moving forward or learning if that college may not be a best fit for you, and you can maybe find something that does fit in the different aspects that you're considering or the factors that are important to you.
All right, thank you so much. FITM, could you talk to me about what's one thing that you want students to remember about your school?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And I guess I'd like to say, I'm thinking about when I was in high school and college and trying to figure out what I wanted to do when I graduated. I knew that I wanted to do something that I could use my creativity, but I also wanted to combine business with it because I loved math. So if you're looking for a career or college that stimulates and utilizes both your creative side and your analytical business side, I would highly recommend that you come and check out FITM. And I agree with, I think it was Isabella that was talking about going to travel and visit many different colleges. And I really feel like once you set foot on a college campus, you can tell whether the shoe fits. And I know that many students that visit our college, they walk in and go, whoa, this is not what I expected. And so I would highly recommend that come and take a look, visit our, schedule a tour, meet with an advisor, and go from there. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Westcliff University, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process?
A myth that I would like to debunk is that getting a few bad grades would ruin your chances of admissions. I think it's more important that you demonstrate improvement in the area that you previously struggled in. It shows that you're capable of learning, adjusting and improving. So don't be afraid to address a grade directly in your application, especially if it was due to extenuating circumstances. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Azusa Pacific University, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yes, excellent question. I would say just learn as much as you can, whether it's coming to events like this or now that things are starting to open up a bit more, even in-person events, just go out and see what's out there. I mean, you may have some idea of what it is you want to do, and that's great. Hang on to that, but you may find something else that you didn't even know existed that sounds really fun too by coming to these types of events. And so I would also echo what was shared earlier too. I mean, talk to admissions representatives like us who can tell you more about those things that first pique your interest, just because again, you may end up finding something that you really enjoy that could really set the trajectory for what it is you want to do in the future.
Yeah, I second that. Exposure to these StriveScan, these StriveScan sessions have been really great for me, and I'm not even searching to go to college. It's just been really good to know what's out there. Fresno Pacific University, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Yeah, one thing to remember, so many things, but one thing would be we don't have any impacted programs. And so you get to choose a major of your choice and you get to start on that, and we can make a whole 4-year plan with you. And you can make, a visit to our campus and talk with admission counselor. So yeah, we love to connect with you.
Nice, thank you. And then Woodbury University, if you could just go ahead and close this out with one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process.
Sure. So along with GPA, I was going to kind of highlight what Helen has said, that you don't have to have a couple of bad grades should not deter you from applying. On top of that, I would say a myth is that you have to have all of this prior knowledge or experience in a certain field to apply for it. And what I mean by that is I'm thinking primarily of like our design programs. Woodbury has a lot of design programs and filmmaking. And a lot of students think, oh my gosh, I don't have any classes in filmmaking in high school, or I don't have any prior background in graphic design. That's okay. If you're passionate about something and you're interested in it, we are here to teach you, and we're here to help you learn and help you succeed. And you don't have to have a vast array of knowledge about the thing that you want to study. It's just important that you are dedicated and committed and that you have a passion for it.
Well, thank you so much. I want to thank the panelists, a special thank you for our panelists. And I also want to thank you for joining or watching later at home. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey that we appreciate you providing feedback. Any feedback that you can provide is great. And you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/CalSOAP. Thank you so much and have a great one.